Alright, I found the other game I was talking about, and I just called it AIKat because, well, the main character is AIKat, and you see the icon being, if I was to change up the view, the same icon right there, because honestly, I made the icon and I really love it. Ooh, what happened to my Streamlabs? Alright, and this was a school project I did using Unity and anything I could to make the game run, and by that I mean there's programs I got to help me do most of the coding things, but I still had to write code. Still very annoying. And there's one thing I will say that was so annoying about it. It would do ultra cookie. See, I added a graphics setting and I was trying to look up how to do that. It's pretty simple, in my opinion. If you don't think it's simple, then go screw yourself. You know, this drop down menu and the code says what thing you want to do with the graphics, and you choose, you know, because inside Unity there's a graphics like tool thing, or just a graphics settings, and you can set them high to low. It's already built in, so I'll have to tell Unity is this thing connects to that. So when you load in the game, it's gonna load in these settings. We'll do ultra cookie, and it had like notes because you're supposed to say, like you just give it a little backstory, and so that's what I did. And I used like old characters I had in mind when I drew a bunch, and I had this guy named Telefino Visionworth based on, like, you know, the actual, I think, guy's name, the creator of the television. Maybe you can read that. And it's the game. And yes, the model's like, what the fuck? What are you thinking? I did use Left 4 Dead's little sounds because I couldn't find any other sounds. But the music, I'm actually kind of proud of. And honestly, I could just have the music play for everything. You know? I'm stuttering on it. I did not write a script. This is the tutorial of the game via, you know, you saw the text on the screen, and it's going to teach you how to play the game, which WSD move and look around. Oh, the waypoint was so buggy to put in, and I hated putting that in. I hated that. Double jump. And, you know, whatever reason, I added this dash thing. I honestly don't know why. Oh, you're gonna love this. Wait. So there was sprinting in the game, but I got rid of it. And that was, of course, the sound from Left 4 Dead again playing. Oh, so this was actually the last level created for the game. Mainly because the original second level was actually way too hard, because I put in more effort on the second level. So you can tell that this one was very lazily built, and I used like Unity assets from the asset store, and just it's everywhere that I've used it. And this one looks the laziest out of all of them. Oh yeah, and I remember this side actually had the dev, a bunch of little icons and stuff right in the back that I used to build most levels, such as all these little panels. It was every single object in the whole entire game I've created, and I just placed it on the outside right there. Which I thought was nice. The character model was my VRChat avatar, my current one. It's based on Robo Fortune, but you know, who cares? Make a game out of it. The main little concept of the game was to be like a Portal, except you're the robot, and you know the people, human beings are trying to test you slightly. I didn't have that much ideas. I guess my brain's just weird. But the main focus I really wanted was a 3D platformer, because I love Mario, I love Hand Time, I love Banjo-Kazooie. A lot of other ones I can probably mention. Just iconic ones in general. I liked all the ones. And then, like, you think of how there's techniques built for each of them. Although this one's simple as jump, double jump, but after each jump you can do a dash. So that's the only technique you really have to do, is timing on each dash. So with this, you just have to time that. And like in the later level, in the third one, there's parts where you have to time your dash correctly or you won't be able to make it. It isn't a hard level. Oh yeah, these are the enemies. It's basically the same exact AI I created, you saw before. You walk up to them and you jump in their head like a Mario enemy. They're just cute. You can honestly skip right past them because they're just too dumb. Because I made them. That's why they're dumb. This right here, I don't like. Because obviously this level was created very quickly. I was just trying to think of what was put in the third level that I need to teach a player now without killing them. You also realize that the third level uses something I didn't make, which was like the audio. I used Boneworks analog sunrise, but honestly I didn't care. So yeah, I'm top player there. Oh wait, oh yeah. Shit. I forgot about this. Oh, okay, so this, I was going to add in a first-person mode, kind of like in Super Mario. I forgot what the button was to get out, because I didn't make a debug button. So basically there's two cameras in the scene. One of them's a third-person camera. There's also a third-person camera attached to your character, but I never fully put it in. I don't know. Change it. I need a debug button, but I don't know where it is. Might check my email, I might be able to find it, but I'll find it by pressing buttons. It's cute. Okay, it's cute. Yeah, so I didn't fully add it in, but I have to put this back in just to make it switch out, because I didn't get rid of the camera or screw up most of the scenes. Because the cutscene camera is what is, it's the same camera. This is the cutscene camera. But already you can actually see the difference in quality, apart from obvious labels. So just like in the front over there, there's this little thing where you have these little things. The difference being is that like you need to punch them at a certain time limit, which is not. Yeah, cute. There's also these coins things, like the coin things. They don't do that much. All they do is give you health if you lose it. Also, I'm really proud of those icons I made on this. Apart from when they are on the same from each other. you know, lava right close. It only rises to a small degree. Also the camera shake from the bracket video we saw. Very smooth out the line of the bracket. So I was gonna call this level like Hell and Heaven, mainly because of the two contrasting environments. This one obviously being heaven, but then I was also thinking like sea level, a beach. Of course, this was like a beach kind of thing, basically different environments. I was thinking, hey, maybe scientists want to test different environments, like water and not water. Yeah? Let me see, did I ever add collisions to these trees? No. These trees were from a package, and they had collisions, and then they just stopped working. And I didn't know what to do, so fuck it. Keeping them in, I'm too lazy. I felt really dumb. Yeah, like, fuck it. They changed the gravity of you and just go with water. Water to water. For some reason, here, you slow down the water. I do like the first person. It's for you, but you don't actually see that. You can see the map right here. It isn't a good game. Well, in my opinion, it's one of my better games. I was also put on a time limit, like 3-month time limit during the corona stuff. I think it'll work out. Oh no, I forgot the map. This last part wasn't included for like a camera thingy where if something's behind here, it would not show. Like, these walls aren't shown if I'm in here, but these weren't really put in correctly, so they just kind of show. Okay, so you're supposed to go down this hallway, which. Yeah, it's also bugged. And this is the last level. And we're supposed to have you know, like Portal, when they send you to the little room to be like, you know, incinerated. You're no use to them anymore. This is kind of like that, but instead you're just asked to test out, you know, fire. You know, fire. Yeah, screw fire. And this wasn't completed in time, but the music was. I did music for this level. And it all becomes lazy and lazier. And you just get up here, and then you appear, which was the environment I used to test out graphics. And then I have and you have this. Yeah, there's nothing planned out. Oh yeah, wait, the death thing. Looking at the music credits, I realized I used 2 of the sounds from Overworld. Yeah, my game's quite simple, but this was only for like a school project. And I wanted to dive into 3D because we never did any 3D things. We only did 2D. So this was a nice thing to do. For someone who only made little small 2D games. or most of the 2D games I made, I was trying to put 3D looking stuff in it. Like there would be like shadows and stuff like that. Sort of like this. Oop. Cat in the chimney. Yeah, but this environment's nothing. But if I kill myself, don't do that. That's a terrible thing you shouldn't do, but I'm gonna do it only because the last environment to show is kill myself up here. I'm gonna go find or maybe just up here is fine. You just ragdoll, and then I made this little scene for, when you're dead, and it's a looping thing of, this. It's not a video, it's like live, it's the actual game engine running. I also, it's supposed to say game over, but when I exported it out, it had a single game thing. It only says game, I don't know why, because I tried to do it again just to make sure it was working, but no, it just said game. I was like, screw it, and I turned it in the day it was due. It did good. It got A+, but honestly, we didn't play any of the other people's games. I didn't see what they did. They didn't see what I did. I hope, because if I missed out on some big event for all the game design classes, and I'm not able to show off my game. So this is actually the first time I'm showing it off to, I guess, people who want to click on the channel. But it does use, Boneworks songs in it, like 2 of them. I didn't have enough time nor talent to make my own other ones, apart from, the 2 I did make. But it was so hard to make. I tried to make a calm one when you start the game, just a simple breathing point. And then I made a really fast pitch one that has like a heartbeat thing I was trying to think of. I did make one. Yeah, but I love Boneworks, so the music is trying to really put itself out there, so you just put yourself out there with your listeners. That's one of the better games I made. Yeah, that's my game. Hit quit, you back to here. Oh no, I should show school computer settings. Wait, let me, if I do that, I should launch it. School computer settings, you can see the, how low the temperatures are. I just want to get up to, something you might see, or might have realized, is that there's a black shadow. I'm not sure if you realize it. There's a little black shadow right below you. And, I mean, you can set the default assets. I was like, oh my god, wow, that's cool. So I kept it in, because in, like, Mario games or something, you don't usually see that. I remember the different phases that level went through. Obviously, the speed on the game, you just spam that one thing constantly. Oh, okay, or not. And also, I also realized that, maybe I did fix them. The collisions with the wall, I don't think are perfect. Or not perfect, but like the hitboxes are. The collision, the colliders, you can slightly stand on them. So those can easily be exploited. default wall before this was very simple, just using pro voters, the default wall. I liked it. You also do realize that the hearts are actually 3D objects, not part of the UI. As in, like, if I go through that, yeah. Why was I put like that? Well, because I didn't know how to access that much thing from the UI, but I did figure out how to display values, such as like player jump, player crouch, and also sprint, but that was put out the game, and also player fall, and that's where you're seeing has that big number right there. And the highest it can go is 15. Okay, 15. Once it gets to 15, you take all damage. These guys can screw themselves. Oh yeah, that button was a activation little thing, assessing how I could activate events, and so that was, you know, an activation event. I like all those. Are the big red fucking button. That's what it's called, I think, instead of the file name. A big red fucking button. Also, I had here I had to make a transition. I'm serious about this, but I just had to think of a nice way to transition yourself between the first level or the second level and the third, and so just hold, you fall through, and then when you load in the next one, yeah. But you can obviously tell the level is loading. It's not seamless like Portal was. Of course. Actually, I've never tried this, but can I play the game first person? And now you can get a better small layering detail that's low pixelated. And also that the reflections aren't as reflective. It's forgetting. I can also break out in that. It's sad that I know what I can break out of. And I didn't fix it. I guess I was just too lazy. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I've never seen the lava up close. That is really low detail. They're probably trying to have something much stronger for damage. Physics, as in like character's physics, tails, the belt. That was all done with the dynamic bones, which is a program you get by it. I also use that for VR chat. And also remember that there's a picture thing here, now it's just invisible. Let's see. this that this level was way different than the high ultra quality cookie. Like the detail just oh yeah, wait no, once you die you just yeah, there was gonna be a save system, but I didn't add it. The text displays that it was planned. This was obviously just me messing out the post-processing thing. And also see that it's just two little flame-throwing assets from, Unity Asset Store. I just threw them in there. Oh yeah, here we go. So low graphics, these models are just 2D. When you're really, really up close to it, it becomes 3D. Yeah. Then you can go up higher. And there's up more deep. No, oh no, my platform. But some of the trees here, I guess. No, I had fun with this. So that thing was used. The waypoint, all it does is that there's an object that a waypoint script is on, and it tells it, hey, waypoint, display here, because there's like two objects. There's the waypoint, and then there's the waypoint object. And the waypoint object is what's holding the waypoint in place and making it do waypoint things, such as display. It also displays the distance. It's only between the camera, but honestly, that's fine. Also, that was pulled straight from a video, but it was for some reason harder for me to put in this. I don't know why. Either because I was using the wrong Unity version, I was using like the newest one. This was a level. Oh my god. Yeah, this was the menu screen. Oh yeah, there's no exit to the game. You have to exit the game to the game, which I don't know why, but I did it. Yeah. The next game is one of the 2D games I was talking about, but I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get any other 2D game, because I'm pretty sure they're all lost in some kind of file somewhere, because I only remember where one of them is and not the other ones. I'll look for it. It'll be great.